Everyone that's played the Black Ops games knows who Frank Woods is. He's a veteran of the Korean and Vietnam War, and he's one of the most well-known characters in the COD franchise for his tough and loyal personality, and of course, for actually being an onion that gets crippled by Raul Menendez. Now, if you played Black Ops 2's campaign, I am sure you remember how during the credits they have both Woods and Menendez play with Avenged Sevenfold on stage, and Woods reveals that he could walk this whole time. Now, obviously this was a little joke by the developers, but what if I were to tell you that there is a possible way for this to all be canon, and Woods has been pulling a Metro Man by faking his leg injury in order to avoid the CIA and be a musician. Alright, now before you label me as crazy, let me lay some of my evidence down. Now, during the mission where you were tasked with assassinating Menendez, who in reality is Mason under a bag, you can have Mason survive this by shooting him in the leg. Now, keep in mind that you are shooting him with what I believe is a 50 caliber sniper rifle, which should realistically tear apart anything you hit, so even if you hit Mason in the leg, that leg should essentially be gone. But by 2025, guess what? He has both of his legs and is able to walk fine. So clearly in Black Ops, people's legs are able to withstand a lot of damage. So would it not be reasonable to say that Frank Woods could also ignore possible leg injuries and come out of this fine? In Black Ops 6, we were given several references to Woods being a zombie, with his zombie costume in multiplayer, and the player hallucinations during the campaign where Woods is a zombie. So clearly Treyarch is trying to connect Woods to zombies, and you know who else is connected to zombies? Rob Zombie, who was a musician that has a bit of a similar appearance to Woods, if he grew out his hair. And according to his wiki, Rob Zombie gained success for his music in 1992, and you know when Woods leaves the CIA? 1991. So maybe, since Woods was no longer working for the CIA, he had more time to focus on his music career, using a fake persona in order to also fund his rogue Black Ops team, as in the game you are constantly in need of funding. Now, one issue that is pretty obvious with this theory is Menendez, as why would he be playing in a band with the man that killed his sister? And to that, I have to say, maybe after some time, Menendez and Woods kind of forgave each other and let bygones be bygones and wanted to play in a band together. And also, by the way, I'm thinking that this would take place before the main events of the future part of Black Ops, as in it would take place around like 2010, maybe 2014 roundabout, and I'll explain that later. So Menendez and Woods would create a band and call it Cordis DA. But by around 2014, I would say, Woods and Menendez would have had a falling out of sorts, as how typical bands have that eventually, and Menendez would have taken the band's name and the fan base that they amassed together in order to form the Cordis DA, the terrorist group, and try to take down America. Also, as a final piece of evidence, we can look at how Woods is an onion, and you know what onions have? Layers. Woods is not just some soldier of war. He is a man that loves to jam out on the drums, so he decided in the 90s to pursue his music career until around 2014 when he and Menendez broke up. Alright, now that's all I have for this theory right now. If you have your own thoughts on this theory and want to bring up some other points about it, I would love to hear that in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you love to hear what I just said, and yeah, I think that's it right now. Talk to you guys later then. Bye.